Video games are interactive. Digital games, where players control characters or elements within a virtual world, often using a controller, keyboard, or touchscreen. They can be played on various platforms like consoles, computers, and smartphones, and come in many genres such as action, adventure, sports, and puzzles. The main goals are usually entertainment, challenge, and sometimes storytelling or social interaction. And in today's video, I will be going through video game history, from the first ever game made in 1958, all the way up to today's games. Enjoy! Tennis for Two. Tennis for Two is one of the earliest video games. Created in 1958 by physicist William Higginbotham, it simulated a game of tennis on an oscilloscope screen, showing a side view of a tennis court. Players used controllers with knobs and buttons to hit a ball back and forth. It was designed just for entertainment at a science exhibit, not for commercial release, but it's considered a pioneer in video game history. Atari Arcade Pong. Atari Arcade Pong was released in 1972 and is one of the first commercially successful video games. It was created by Nolan Bushnell and engineered by Al Alcorn at Atari. The game simulates table tennis, ping pong, with simple two-dimensional graphics. Players control paddles to bounce a ball back and forth, trying to score points when the opponent misses. It was hugely popular and helped launch the video game industry. Arcade games. The 1980s marked the golden age of arcade games, a time when arcade gaming exploded in popularity. Iconic titles like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and Space Invaders became cultural phenomena. Players flocked to arcades, using coin-operated machines to enjoy fast-paced, challenging gameplay. This era helped shape early gaming culture and laid the foundation for the video game industry we know today. The home console revolution began in the late 1970s and 1980s, with systems like the Atari 2600 and Nintendo Entertainment System (NES). These consoles brought video games into living rooms, making gaming more accessible than ever. This era also introduced legendary franchises like Super Mario Bros. And The Legend of Zelda, which became staples in gaming history. The 1990s saw the rise of 3D graphics with consoles like the Sony PlayStation and Nintendo 64, transforming how games looked and played. This era brought immersive 3D worlds and expanded genres, including first-person shooters, FPS, role-playing games, RPGs, racing games, and more, pushing gaming into a new level of realism and variety. The 2000s introduced online gaming through services like Xbox Live and the PlayStation Network, allowing players to compete and connect worldwide. High-definition graphics made games more realistic, while online multiplayer became a core feature. This era also saw the rise of esports and massive online games like World of Warcraft, making gaming more social and competitive. The modern era of gaming blends innovation and creativity, mobile gaming, VR, AR experiences, and streaming platforms like Twitch have transformed how games are played and shared. This time also saw an indie game renaissance, with titles like Hollow Knight and Celeste proving that small teams can create powerful, emotional experiences. Games are now widely recognized as a form of art and storytelling. Thank you for watching.